For the first time since the war in Ukraine began, Russian drones have entered NATO territory, forcing Poland to scramble its air defenses and prompting an unprecedented response that Warsaw has branded an act of aggression. Polish President Karol Nawrocki described this as, quote, an unprecedented moment in NATO's and Poland's history, announcing that the National Security Council would convene within 48 hours for a full review of the situation.
We are most likely dealing with a large-scale provocation. But at the same time, we are in consultation with our allies. I am in constant contact with the NATO Secretary General. This is so that in the coming hours and days and in the future we can respond to this type of threat as effectively as we did tonight. This is the first time Russian drones have been shot down over the territory of a NATO country. Therefore, all our allies are taking the situation very seriously. We have not recorded any casualties.
Poland's military command confirmed that multiple drone-type objects repeatedly crossed into Polish airspace. Some of these drones were shot down, and search operations are now underway to locate possible crash sites across Podlaskie, Mazowieckie, and Lublin provinces. To ensure maximum safety, Poland's armed forces placed all air and missile defense systems on the highest state of readiness, with Polish and Allied aircraft patrolling the skies alongside ground-based systems and radar surveillance. Prime Minister Donald Tusk convened an emergency security meeting with top ministers in the early hours of Wednesday morning, followed by a special session of the Council of Ministers at 8 a.m. local time. Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz confirmed that Polish aircraft had used weapons against what he called hostile objects, adding that Warsaw remains in constant contact with NATO command as the situation evolves. The fallout was immediate. For Polish airports, including Warsaw's main Chopin Airport and Rzeszow Jasionka, a critical hub for aid and arms transfers to Ukraine, were temporarily shut down, according to the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration. Ukraine's Air Force also confirmed that all of Ukraine, including the western regions of Volyn and Lviv bordering Poland, had been under air raid alerts for several hours as Russia unleashed one of its largest aerial assaults of the war. Poland's army has branded the drone incident an act of aggression, raising fears that NATO could be drawn closer to direct confrontation with Moscow. This marks the first time NATO defenses have actively neutralized Russian drones inside alliance territory. Stay with us as we track this dangerous escalation at NATO's eastern flank. And don't forget to subscribe to the Indian Express for the very latest updates from the front line of the Russia-Ukraine war.